Hey guys, it's Sarah. Okay, another live video happening today. Here's what's going to be happening. I have been incredibly inspired by Nicole Jones lately. She has been doing page kits, which she does on a regular basis, but she's been doing some lately where she's putting page kits together and she shows you her process in doing all that. I did this for the Victoria Marie scrapbook retreat that I went on last year, and I did a little video series where I did my page kit prep, kind of like what I'm going to be doing here. And I really enjoyed that process. I really enjoyed doing it. I really enjoyed putting everything together and then making the pages, and the pages went together so quickly because of it. And I have been wanting to do that again. I've been thinking about doing that again, in general. And then Nicole started her series again, and I was like, okay, this is the motivation for me to actually start doing it. So I'm going to start doing that today. I would like to put together, I think maybe 25 might be my goal to aim for. And I'm going to do kind of the same thing that Nicole's doing. I'm kind of copying her. So I'm going to put together some papers. I am going to then move on to embellishments and, just all the little extra goodies and kind of making final decisions and stuff. Now, Nicole and I do not do our process necessarily the same way. She puts together the stuff without thinking about pictures, and she worries about pictures later. I usually have my picture in mind first, and then I pull a page kit for it. But I'm going to try it her way today and see what I can do. I have a feeling that as I go through, I'm going to think of pictures as I'm putting some papers together, which is what the Post-its are for. So if that happens, I will write down the picture I'm thinking of for the layout and stick the Post-it on the paper. But I'm going to try it and see, and I'll just see where everything takes me and not worry too much about it. And I think that's all I have. So the main point of me starting this now is because we are going to be traveling for Christmas. So I want to do this now, and then that way when we get back from the holidays and I'm kind of starting to get back into things, I have page kits ready for me to go. I don't have to think too much about it. I can just kind of dive right in. So that's kind of my goal here, is to get some page kits done in time before we leave. That way when we come back, I'm ready to go. So that's kind of my whole thing here. Now I have already pulled a couple of things for the Jen Scow class that I'm taking right now. I've already kind of pulled some page kits a little bit. Like I pulled, this has stickers and some papers and some scrap papers and then a couple little things here. But so I have an idea for layout in mind. So I'm going to kind of start with these two, and then I will go from there. And so I'm going to go ahead and write these ideas down real quick, because even this one, I don't remember exactly what the topic was. It was going to be something about books for sure. Like there's books here, there's books here. And then this one is a restaurant that we went to. So I'm going to need to go grab my notebook real quick where I was writing notes down, because I have it in there for sure. So I'm going to do that and then write these down and stick these in baggies. And these will kind of be like my first two page kits already started. All right, so this one here is going to be book themed. It's going to be my top 5 books of all time, which, like my favorite books, they don't change too much. I have read a couple of books in the last year that have actually made my top 5, so I guess there's that. So it can fluctuate. My number 1 does not fluctuate. It's Harry Potter. Nothing will ever beat Harry Potter for me, ever. And my number 2 is To Kill a Mockingbird. So spoiler alert, but yeah, those 2 are not going to change. But the other 3, they kind of have a little bit. So it's been very interesting. Okay, so I kind of already started with this. I could grab another paper for this, because all I have is this background and then everything else. So maybe I could hang on to this a little bit. Here, I'll go ahead and stick these in, because I know that that's going to go together, and I'll keep this on the side. And then as I'm going through papers, if I see something that'll go with that, I will grab it. So I'll just leave this over here for now. And then this one is going to be a restaurant that we went to in Savannah called the Old Pink House. So I'm doing all pink. And I saw her sketch and loved it, and immediately thought of this paper right here, because I knew I had a piece of it. and it's perfect for kind of the whole theme with the layout. And then I was going to use something in here too. No, this is where I got it. I just wanted to reference it. I don't need to reference it anymore. Okay, so that can go over here. But again, like this needs another sheet because I only have one sheet. So I just grabbed one piece of paper. I do have some scraps for this, but I'm still going to need like, I'm not going to use this whole sheet as the background. I'm only going to use probably half of it. So I'm just going to keep this one handy and see if I can find another piece that's going to be good. Now here's the thing. I also normally will pull scraps for my page kits as well. But I don't think I'm going to do that this time. I think I'm going to not do the scraps. House in Savannah. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm going to not do the scraps. I think I'm just going to try to pull, you know, 3 papers for each layout and see how that goes. And then I'll have some new scraps. My scraps are not overflowing right now, so I'm not super concerned about trying to make a dent in them. They're there. I use them absolutely. But I don't feel overwhelmed by my scraps at all. So I don't mind creating some new scraps with these papers. So I'm just not going to really concern myself with that today. But I have so many papers. Gotta drink my coffee while it's hot. Okay, the first thing I did was I still had hip kits. I have not subscribed to Hip Kit in at least 3 years. At least. And I still had, I think I had 7 or 8 kits that were still intact that I just hadn't used. And I started finding that when I went to go grab a hip kit to work with, I had to grab more for my stash because I did not have enough products in it to really be able to get a good use out of it. I didn't feel like. I felt it was a little sparse. So I kind of made a decision on the whim that, you know what, I'm just going to break those down into my stash and not worry about it because they were still there. They were taking up room. They were a little bit daunting when I thought about, oh my gosh, I have 7 hip kits still. Like, you don't have to have the kits. You can just break them down into your stash. And that's what I did. So I took all of my hip kits out. I broke them down. I pulled out all the papers. I pulled out all the embellishments. I just pulled everything out and separated it. So the first, probably a whole bunch of the first stacks here are all from hip kits. And then I went to my stash and I grabbed more papers. So this is a big mix. It's just, it's so random because, you know, I have all my hip kit papers that are all in here. And then I went to my pattern paper where I have them organized by color. And I literally just kind of blindly reached into each section and grabbed a few sheets here and there. So I don't really fully know exactly what's in here anymore. So that's kind of nice. And plus they're double-sided. So, you know, you don't know what you're getting on the other side if you don't flip it over. You know, this is blue, but this is yellow, and this is blue, and this is pink, you know. So I think it's going to be a good mix of things. It's going to be a good mix of older and newer. And yeah, I'm excited. And then I also pulled out some packages that I have. Like this is a coffee and tea kit that my friend Lindsay sent me recently. And I think this is all paper. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, these are all papers. And a sticker sheet that goes with it as well. This is some Project Life cardstock. So these are very, very neutral. And this right here is a Felicity Jane that I got, I think, at the Victoria Marie retreat. I got a package of Felicity Jane papers, and then this right here is some basic gray, and it's a basics pack. So very, very neutral, can kind of use with anything, and I love this pack, and I still have some. So I have these too. I should probably go ahead and take these out of the page protector so that I can actually see them and get into them. So I'm going to do that real quick. I will cut that out though so that you don't have to hear all the crinkling because it's such a lovely sound. Okay, so what I've decided is I'm going to keep definitely this basic gray paper and the Project Life paper kind of to the side because they are very, very good neutrals that I could use for, you know, if I need like more of a solid pattern. Like these would be really good to go for that, and they're very specific colors. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just keep these to the side. That way I can kind of pull from them as I need them more than anything else. So I am going to go ahead and do that. If I can make it so that I don't knock everything off my desk, that would be fantastic if that could not happen. Okay. All right, so I'll just keep them handy, and then if I ever find myself like, oh, I need a neutral, you know, go there. All right, so you guys ready to get started? Okay, again, I have no idea what pictures I'm planning to use right now. I do have two kind of starting off points, so maybe I should probably just start with these. Yeah, okay, I'll start with this one because it's pink. So this is going to be an old Pink House restaurant in Savannah. This is going to go in my Savannah and Boston album that I'm planning to start probably in January. And we went to a very fancy restaurant called the Pink House, and it was delicious. I think it was my favorite meal that we had there. So I'm definitely going with pink tones, and I have this one, and then some of my scraps are kind of a darker pink as well, so I'm probably going to need a lighter pink. That could work. Let's see, this could work too. It's kind of cute with the big polka dots. Okay. I think I kind of like this one. It's a little bit lighter. Okay. I don't need the coffee stuff. The coffee is very specific, so maybe I'll put the coffee and tea stuff aside too, because it's just a very specific pattern. And I don't know that I have any coffee or tea layouts to do right now, so I'll keep them over here though so that I can see them. That way if I want to grab them, I can. I mean, I'm sure I'll have coffee sometime to scrap at some point for sure. So if I could have a kit all ready to go, that would be kind of cool. Okay, so I'm going to try one more paper. I do have some scraps already pulled, but I may just try to grab one more. So a lot of the things from, oh, this is cute. A lot of the things from the hip kit is going to be things like Maggie Holmes and, you know, Pink Paisley and Pink Fresh Studio. Those are going to be a lot of the brands I'm going to be looking at that I got from the hip kit. So, okay, these are cute. These are adorable frames. I could cut out a couple of these frames. I really like this one with the rose, so I think I'm going to grab that. This is from Maggie Holmes Gather. That would be a really good place to do journaling, is what I'm thinking right there. So I'm probably just going to grab that one and let that be my journaling area. But I like the vintage rose print on it. Definitely goes for the feel because the restaurant was it was inside a very old house, had a lot of history to it. So kind of a vintage rose would be cute, I think. Okay. All right, let's see, where was I? Okay, do I want to go for one more? I have this and some scraps already, and then that. I don't remember how big my pictures are going to be. I think I'm going to try 4x6 pictures. Oh, I need something because this is only going to take up half of the layout. So I think I'm going to maybe cut it in half and have half of it be the ruffles, and then I'll need another half. Could I do a wood grain? Maybe. And this has pink in it. So I could do like that. Oh, that's cute with the pink over here. Yeah, and it goes really nicely with that. Okay, what grain it is? What grain will be my main background? This one, and then these two. Okay, and I'm going to remind myself that this is a Ready, Sketch, Go 5 sketch, so I don't forget. Ready, Sketch, Go 5. Okay. All right, cool. Well, there is one, and then I already have a few random embellishments pulled, just stuff that I pulled off the cuff, you know, as I was watching Jen's videos. So, okay. So that's kind of one. I'm not going to add anything else to this for now. Oops. Because, I mean, I already have a good amount of embellishments. Well, I might not need to put anything else in here except maybe some enamel dots. But I have these here from Freckled Fawn, and look, there's actual like little pink houses. So I thought that was cute to throw in there because, you know, the pink house is what it's called. And there's literally pink houses on there. So I thought that was adorable. Okay, so that can be one for now. And I may throw like one or two more things in there later. Much, much later. But I have a little iris container over here that I'm going to start keeping everything in. So I'll just add that there. And then let's do this next one here, which is my top 5 books. I don't think I have any book pages in here. I could see if I have, no, because I was going to say like with script on it, but the background has script, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to need more something solid, I think, for this one. I know that this is another thing where I'm going to be covering like half of it at least. So let me see what I can come up with here. So this is kind of blue and yellow. That's blue and red. I don't think I want to do that. Let's see. And like some of these papers, I just, you know, I didn't look through these before. I just pulled them out of the hip kit and let them sit in this pile. So these are all really like brand new to me pretty much. I never looked through them. So that's kind of cool. Almost like brand new product, even though they've been sitting here for 3 years. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, look at this. This is a map of Boston. To East Boston, the Boston Revere Beach. Oh my gosh, we just took a trip to Boston. I just talked about it because I'm going to do a Boston and Savannah trip. Okay, this will be the next one I do for sure. Let me throw it right here. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't even know that was in there. See? I would have missed out on that if I hadn't broken down my hip kits because I'm going to start that album in January for sure. Okay. What am I looking for? Blue and yellow. I don't think I want silver foil. Okay, here's a problem. These are starting to get away from me. So I think I need to make these less big. Okay. Everything's starting to slide around. Okay, blue and yellow. I need something not quite so busy because of all of this here. Like this is kind of where I'm going to do a lot of my journaling and stuff. And I don't want it to be like busy on busy on busy. So I'm going to definitely need something more of a solid, which means I should probably go to those Project Life things that I grabbed. Let's see. Now this could be kind of cool if I'm using half of it. Yeah, that could be cool because it's got the blue, the yellow. I'll bring in a little bit of pink, but that's okay. It's going to go on this side, but I'm just trying to make it. Here, I'll do that. There we go. Would I be able to get 5 sections is the question, because that's probably what I would want to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, could I fit? Probably not in here. I could overlap it, I guess. Like, this is a big section. I could probably overlap something. Yeah, I think that could work. I think that would be cute. And it's got the tones I'm looking for. I could bring in these 2 colors and like it would be fine. I can bring some of this over here randomly with my embellishments. So yeah, okay, I like that. I would probably use a washi tape maybe to kind of block it off a little bit too. So yeah. Yeah, that works. Okay. I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't think I'm going to bring in another piece of paper. So that works. Okay. Now where is my other stuff for it is the question. Here it is. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, so I got 2 kind of going, and then the rest is just going to be the papers. So I'm going to try for, at least 2 to 3 papers for each one. Okay, but 2 of those are ready to go. And now I'm just going to start paper piles. I'm not going to put them in baggies right now. I'm going to wait till I start doing embellishments for those, but since I already had embellishments for the other ones. Okay, so Boston. I can't believe how perfect this is. This is crepe paper, Maggie Holmes. So Chasing Dreams, yeah. And it's literally a map of Boston. We had this print actually, a print very similar to this because it had like the water and the docks and all that in our hotel room. So that's like super awesome. I love this. All right, so this is obviously pink and blue. That's kind of where I need to go. I do have pictures of me and Josh together. A good one of me and Josh together. There's also one of a street sign that says Boston. I also have some of downtown. So I don't know what I'll put on here yet, but I do have pictures from Boston that I can do this with. So let's see what I can put with it. All right, so I'm going to be looking for pink and blue mostly here. Now, since this is very, very busy, I'm going to be looking for more solid papers I can layer, and I'm not going to want to cover up a whole lot of this. I'll probably do a lot right here because this right here like says Boston and Boston and Boston, and so that makes it a little more obvious that it's Boston. And so that's going to be kind of where my head's going to be at as far as not covering up too much of the pattern. So let's see, what do I want to do here? Okay, that could work. That could be a good layering piece. Okay, so have I talked about Boston on this channel? I don't even know if I have. I know I did on my book channel. I talked about it. Oh, these are cute. This is from the same line too. This is from the Maggie Holmes Chasing Dreams. Yeah, I could do some of these cameras, like a little row of these cameras. Now, which color is the question? This goes, that could go, it's like a off, it's a little bit off, but that could work. Yeah, I think I like those. I might just cut out this little section right here, honestly, like just to tuck behind a picture. Okay, so Boston, let me tell you about it if I haven't already. I just turned 40 recently in October, and 40, it's kind of a big number. So my husband got me, he coordinated all this, and I'm still in awe that he did this. He arranged a trip for us to go to Boston for a weekend and got tickets to see Hamilton. So we literally went, we left on Friday and got in at like midnight. We were there Saturday. We kind of walked around on Saturday, saw the show on Saturday, and then left on Sunday and came back home. So it was very, very quick. It was only like a 2-day trip. Actually, well, it was 3 days, but 2 of those days were travel. So it was really like 1 day. We had 1 day in Boston, and it was amazing. Like one of the best experiences of my life. And the show was just, I think I'm still on a high from it. And we did this at the end of October. It was incredible. Like it's definitely one of those once in a lifetime opportunity things for sure. Like I will never like have an experience like that again, I don't think. And it was amazing. And my husband loved it too. He really did. He loved it. And he knows the show, like kind of, He hasn't like listened to the music the way I have. He's heard it here and there, but so it was almost like a new experience for him. And you know, he really enjoyed it a lot. He's like, I kind of want to go see it again. I was like, so do I. It needs to come here, like closer to us. I think it's supposed to be in New Orleans early next year, but I don't know if there's even tickets available. Last I had heard they were all sold out, but you never know. Anyway, it was amazing. Like, it was definitely like something I will never ever forget, and I'm so grateful to him for that. Oh, this is cute. Okay, this says say yes to adventure. That definitely could work here. Like, I could cut that out. Yeah. Okay, so do I cut it out now, or do I, because I won't be using this as a whole for sure, and I don't know if I'll use it for layering, so maybe I'll just stick it in here. Okay, I need something solid though. Like, I need more of a solid pink color, I think is what I'm gonna need, or a solid blue. So let me see if I can find something in here, and if not, I will go to my Becky Higgins. I don't know if I have a blue in there though, that's the only thing. I know there's some greens, and if not, I can always just go grab a cardstock later, but let's see if I have anything in here that I could use, because I definitely have a lot of pattern going on here, so I need something more solid for sure. Okay, so I think for this video, I'm going to try to do 5 or 10 maybe. I'll see how long this ends up being, because I don't want it to be too long for you guys. And it's just going to be me like yakking. Could that one work? It's got some pink in it still. I think that could work though. It's definitely more of a solid than a pattern. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to kind of keep it condensed here so that you guys don't have to listen to me yak for too long, for real. Okay, yeah, I like that. I think I'm gonna go with these here. So these will be my patterns. This will be a cut apart that I do, but I'm not gonna worry about any other pages as of right now. So this will be Boston. I don't know what yet. We'll just, when I get to that album, we'll see. But I know that I have one in here for Boston, so. Okay. All right, so that'll be good. So there's one. So I kind of have 2 going right now. So this, I guess this is technically 3. And what time is it? It's 8:23. Okay. I think I'll do 2 more. Yeah, so I have kind of 3 going. I'll do 2 more, and then I'll switch to a new video, because I just don't want this to be too long for you guys. And since it's going to all be, the paper part's going to be all live, I don't want it to be too much. Okay, so those are ones that already have themes. Let's go with one that doesn't have a theme. So something I have no idea what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to start with a background, so it'll be like a good paper for a background. So let's try that first, versus a good paper that would be for layering. Like, this would be a layering piece for me. I wouldn't do that as a background. So let's see what's calling to us. Wood grain is always good. Sometimes that's nice to bring in when you already have some other busy patterns though, so maybe I'll save that one. Okay, just something that calls to me. These are cute. They're like little lovebirds. Okay. What is going to call to me? Nothing yet. Let's see. I'm trying really hard not to run through the pictures in my head right now, because I tend to do that. But I'm trying to do something different this time. This is kind of cool. And see, I'm already thinking like, what picture could I use with that? I don't need to worry about it. I need to just pick some papers. Okay, so that's cute. So kind of the main one in here definitely is blue. Oh, this side is cute too though. Oh, it's got swans on it. Oh, shoot. Well, which one do I like better? Because I think I only have one piece of this. Do I like the big and bold better, or do I like the muted with the swans on it? I don't know. I kind of feel like if I have swans, I need to use them because they were like trendy for a season and now they're not. So I don't know. I think I'd want to do this one. And then I can go bold with the patterns, with the other pattern paper. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to go this side. All right. So this has some pinks of different shades and kind of some minty greens. That's kind of light aqua minty green. So some of these in here could work. Is that the same line? Nope. Same manufacturer, different line. This is the Gather and this is Chasing Dreams. Both from Maggie Holmes and crepe paper. But like these could work, like little frames and stuff. So let's see. All right. Pinks and kind of a minty green. I wonder if I have any more minty green. I really like that color. Okay, this is kind of a, it's a very light aqua, almost a minty green, I think. Is that going to blend in too much? Maybe. I don't know. It's too busy. Okay. If you guys end up yelling at me down below because I'm not doing something you're telling me to do, let me know. I think that's hilarious because I do the same thing. I do that to Nicole all the time. I'm like, Nicole, go back. That paper was great. What are you doing? Why are you putting that back? That looks great. What are you doing? But then what she does looks great. So like, whatever. It's fine. I'm totally wrong. But it's hilarious. I'm just like, stop it. What are you doing? I told you to put that back. Okay, this is very busy as well, but it does have lovebirds on it. But there's also swans, so maybe I just need to stick to one bird. One bird per piece of paper. Okay. Okay, I could go with this. This does have silver foil on it, but if I use it for layering, it won't be so prevalent, and it goes nicely with some of this minty green here. So I think maybe I'll hold that out. This could also work. That one could work too. That's very muted. This is an instance where I'd probably bring in some distress ink and kind of go along the edges of my papers. So it kind of looks like I'm going more on the blue side of this than the pink, which is fine. I could bring pink in with embellishments since there is pink. You know, on this background paper here, there is some pink. I could bring in pink with embellishments and stick with the blue. Okay, I like that. So there's one. So that's 4. Yep, 2 in baggies, 2 here. So I'm going to do one more off the cuff, and then I'll go to a different video. So let's see. Let me start kind of more in the middle here. Okay, things that are calling to me without any pictures in mind. All right. This is kind of fun, just like looking through my papers, and so many of these I just hadn't seen yet. So that's fun. Okay. Are these palm fronds? Is that what those are? I have a joke with my best friend about palm fronds. I wonder if I could do that somehow. We have like a running joke about palm fronds. I'm pretty sure that's what those are. That's hilarious. Oh, this is from Oasis, from Crepe Paper. I have some embellishments from them, I think. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna I'm gonna do that and I could pull out those embellishments. Okay, that's funny. Okay, so now I'm looking for more green because there's green in there. And this is definitely one that I would cut this down and put it on a piece of cardstock, like probably a green cardstock or something. So let me see if I have any good green papers that I could put with this. Yeah, so our little running joke is that, oh gosh, what was it? Oh, I think her husband was coming home for Christmas and they had been separated. Not like their marriage is over, like nothing like that, but he's, you know, military just like my husband, and he was he got restationed and they had to live apart for a while because of, you know, her job and everything, so they lived apart for a few months. But he came home for Christmas and surprised their kids. The kids didn't know he was coming, and I made a joke that, like, I just wanted to be there the morning that the kids woke up and saw him and he was there, and, like, you know, I'll just sit in the corner behind a palm frond in front of my face so no one will see me. So that's kind of our running joke. It's probably more funny to me, but that's been like a thing. So every time we talk about, like, you know, I want to be there even though I have no business being there, I'll just stand behind a palm frond and everything will be fine. So, okay. Well, that's green. Is that too green? Yeah. That's like a neon green. Okay. Ooh, books. You know I'll find a use for those. Okay, I'm not finding anything in there, so let's go to this stack. I have a feeling I'm just going to be going back and forth here with these stacks. Okay, so this could work. Here's one of the Becky Higgins papers. This could work. It's almost, and it's a wood grain too, so that's kind of cool. But that's a good green. So that'll work. Let me see. This could work. There we go. I just needed my green stack. This pile has some green in it. Okay. Yeah, I like those together. So I think I might go with those. Just double check and make sure. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I do like these. All right, so this will be something about palm fronds. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna write it down, but I'm gonna have to find a good picture of me and Lindsay. And I spell palm fronds. I spell fronds. F-R-O-N-D-E-S? Question mark. Good picture of me and Lindsay. Okay, so that will be funny. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that for today. So that is 5 papers started for Page Kits. So I will be back next time with another one, and I will do 5 more. I think 5 is pretty good because, you know, I'm sitting here chatting and blah, 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 and it's going to be live, so they won't be super long. Otherwise, these would be like 45 minutes long, and I'm not going to do that to you guys. So, all right, I will be back again soon, and we'll start with this stack the next time. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.